Alrighty, tonight we are going to do black bean and sweet potato enchiladas. Kind of a lot of steps to this recipe, so I will be coming in and out, but it's a really fun recipe. It's one that I usually make for my non-meat eating friends when they come over for dinner because it kind of pleases everybody's palate. It's really good and kind of unique, so I will be showing you how to do that tonight. Okay, so first step is sweet potatoes. So I'm going to use 2 sweet potatoes. Sometimes I use 3, depending on how much filling I want. Usually I have tons at the end, so I think I'm just going to do 2. But basically what I'm going to do is peel these 2 sweet potatoes and then dice them up. This does take a little bit of time. This is my least favorite part of this recipe because it takes some time to get these all peeled and diced. Sweet potatoes are kind of dense, so they're hard to cut. Plus my cutlery is not that fabulous. So when I come back, I will have these peeled and diced, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so now I have 2 sweet potatoes fully diced, and I have sprayed the top of them with some coconut oil, my favorite coconut oil spray from Trader Joe's. So I'm going to pop these in the oven. They roast for 20 minutes, and it'll make them all nice and, you know, flavorful and brown, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so breakdown of the ingredients. So you'll need some olive oil, some regular pepper, some garlic. Usually I have fresh, but this is just a little easier. It's in the jar. Chili powder, diced tomatoes, can of black beans, and you need 2 cups of salsa. I use this white corn and black bean salsa because it works really well with this recipe. You need 8 tortillas. I get these high fiber, low carb ones from, I just get them at Walmart. They're really good. And then also a 1/4 cup of red onion. So I think I actually did more like 1/2 cup, which is fine. So I just diced it up. The red onion. So I'm still waiting on the sweet potatoes to finish roasting, and then I will start putting it all together. Okay, so sweet potatoes are almost done. I've got olive oil heating in the pan, and I'm going to actually add in my garlic. And this calls for a chili as well, but anybody who knows me knows I can't really do spicy stuff, so I don't put the chili in there because it calls for chili powder as well, which to me is enough. So it's just going to be the garlic. There's the sweet potatoes. Okay. So from here, I'm going to add in the beans, which the whole can, I've drained and rinsed them. Let's see. Got tomatoes, which are drained. And then I've got some chili powder to add as well, which is, let's see, 1 tablespoon of chili powder. So there's the chili powder. And then it says just salt and pepper. I'm not a big salt person, honestly, so I just kind of put a little bit in there with a little bit of pepper, and that's good for me. So I'm just going to cook this down a little bit. Grab my sweet potatoes out the oven. Alright, so these are roasted, and I'll post this recipe so you guys can see it. Alright, so I'm going to add the sweet potatoes to this mixture of black beans, tomatoes, and garlic, and the chili powder, and then I'm going to cook it down a little bit for about 5 minutes, and then the next step will be to actually put them in the tortillas. Alright, so everything is cooked down now. I'm going to put a really light layer of the salsa over a pan. I've sprayed it down with coconut oil spray, of course. So I'm just going to lay this kind of a light layer of salsa. And then I'm going to try to get a shot of this for you guys. So this is your tortillas. Alright, so you'll lay it out flat. And what you're going to do is just take the mixture that you made on the stove and put it in the middle of the tortilla. And then just roll it up. And you're just going to repeat that process. Show one more. These tortillas are really sticky. Alright. So we'll do another one. Whoops. Alright, so again, I'm just going to roll this up. Alright, so I'm going to finish off the rest of them and I'll be back. Alright, so I have my enchiladas all rolled up. Ooh, they fit in here in this little pan perfectly. And then if you have any extra mixture, which I always do, I just put it over the top. There's always a ton left. So just spread it out. They're all filled with a decent amount too, so there's always some left over. And then you just put salsa over the top and the red onion. I went ahead and measured it because I had way too much. And then this recipe is actually supposed to be vegan, but to me an enchilada, you have to have cheese on an enchilada. So, sorry, I usually just do just a little bit of Monterey. I've actually used almond cheese in the past so that it is truly vegan, but I don't have any in the house right now, so this is probably like, I don't know, quarter cup, maybe a little bit more, just sprinkled on there. So what I'm going to do now is cover it with some foil and then bake it in the oven for about 20 minutes and it'll melt everything down. Everything's pretty much already cooked, but it's going to melt the cheese down and then it's going to just cook it down together just to get the flavors all together. So once it's done, I will show the final product. Alright, they are done. They look fabulous. Here are the enchiladas. They smell amazing. They're seriously so good. So I will, I'll post the link to the recipe and you'll have to try them out. Another meatless creation for you guys. If you make it, give me a review and tell me how you like it. Bye!